Hi kindergartners, it's Miss Harwood here for math today. In our math lesson today, we are going to learn all about what it means to add and subtract. Okay, so before we get started, the different materials that you're going to need to grab right now are either one, a whiteboard or paper. So you can go ahead and choose if you want to use your whiteboard that we sent home or paper that you have at the house. And number two, you can grab an expo marker or pencil. So if you're going to use a whiteboard, grab an expo marker. If you're going to use paper, you're going to grab a pencil, okay? So pause the video now, go ahead and grab your materials because you are going to be practicing your addition and subtraction today. So let's talk about our learning target for today's lesson. Our learning target today is I can add and subtract numbers within 10. So we're going to talk a bit more about what add and then subtract means today, but just for a quick understanding, when we say add, that means to join together, and when we say subtract, that means to take away. And then I underlined within because I wanted to talk a little bit more. Within just means between. So we're going to add and subtract numbers between or within 10. So from 0 to 10. Okay, so our whole learning target is I can add and subtract numbers within 10. All right, so that's our learning target for today. Before we get started on our activity, let's talk about what does it mean when we say add and subtract. Before we get started on our activity, I wanted to go over a little bit more about what the words add and subtract mean. So first let's start with what does add mean? So when we add, we join together. So we join together. It kind of looks like this, join together. That means you add it, you join the two numbers together. So when we add, we use what's called a plus sign to help join together. So it kind of looks like this. We've got two bluebirds and one red bird. And when we add or join those birds together, we get 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. We join them together. So when we add, we join together. That's what add means. Add means to join together. Now, if we move down our anchor chart, we see the word subtract. And when we subtract, we take away. So when we subtract, it means take away. So we take it away. Just like how we have our 4 birds here. We have 4 birds. We wanted to take away one of those birds. So 4 take away 1 equals 3. So I had my 4 and I took 1 away to make 3. And when we take away or when we subtract, we use what's called the minus sign. Okay, that's what this is called, a minus sign. So when we subtract, we take it away. And when we add, we join together. We join together. We put them all together. Now we're going to do our math activity of the day. And our math activity of the day is math stories. So our first story is going to be using addition. So we're going to add. We're going to join together. So my story that I want to tell you is that I went to the store and I had to get 3 apples and 2 strawberries. Okay, so I needed to get 3 apples and 2 strawberries. And I know that I'm going to add those together because I want to figure out how many all together I need. So now, I don't know what 3 plus 2 is right away. I don't know it in a snap. So now, I'm going to draw a picture to help me solve this math story. So above my 3, I'm just going to draw 3 circles. So 1, 2, 3. And above my 2, I'm going to draw 2 circles. Now I'm going to add them together by counting on. So when I count on, I don't start from 1. I start counting from the first number I see. So the first number I see is a 3. So I'm going to start counting on from 3. So I have 3, 4, 5. Now I know 3 plus 2 equals 5 because that's how many I counted all together. So that's my total. So now I know that I needed to get 5 fruits from the store. All right, let's do another addition one, okay? I decided I was going to go to the park the other day, and I saw 4 dogs on my way to the park. Then I also saw 3 birds. Now I want to know how many altogether, how many total animals I saw at the park. Okay? Now I don't know what 4 plus 3 is right away in a snap, so I'm going to draw a picture to help me out. So I'm going to draw 4 circles above the 4. Let's see, did I draw 4? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I have 4 circles, and then I'm going to draw 3 circles above the 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I've drawn my picture. Now I'm going to count them up all together. I'm going to join them together. I'm going to join together. I'm going to add all my circles up to see how many total I'm going to get. Right, and I'm going to use my counting on strategy. Ready? I have 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, okay, I saw 7 animals at the park the other day. So I know my answer, 4 plus 3 equals 7. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to do a math story using subtraction, or we're going to take away, minus, we're going to subtract, take away. So for this story, I'm going to say I decided that I was going to have some friends over. I invited 5 friends over to my house for dinner. But one of my friends couldn't make it. So I'm going to take away one of my friends. Now I want to know how many friends I have left who are going to come to dinner. All right. Now I don't know what 5 minus 1 is right away. I don't know 5 take away 1. So I'm going to use a picture to help me figure it out. So I'm going to draw 5 circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now 5 take away 1, or 5 minus 1. So instead of drawing a 1 up here, I'm just going to take away 1 from my 5, kind of like what we saw before in the anchor chart. So I'm just going to do a small x over 1. I'm not going to do any more, just going to do 1x because I'm only taking away 1. Now I have to count how many circles do I have left. Ready? Let's count how many circles we have left to find out how many friends I have over for dinner. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer is 4. 5 minus 1 equals 4. All right, let's do one more together. Let's do one more math story together. Ready? I decided that I was going to get 7 balloons from the store the other day for my party. But when I put them in the car, 2 of them popped. Oh no, 2 of them popped. 2 of my balloons popped. Now I want to know, how many balloons do I have left? So now I'm going to draw my picture because I don't know what 7 minus 2 is right away. So I'm going to draw my picture. So I'm going to put 7 dots or circles above the number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put that last one there. So I have 7 minus 2. I'm going to take away 2 from my 7. So I'm not drawing pictures above my 2 because we're taking away. So I'm just going to cross out 2 circles. So I'm going to take away 1, 2 circles. Now I need to count to see how many I have left. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 balloons left over. All right, now it's your turn.